Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. It is Saturday. Welcome to the weekend. Hope you had a great week and that you're ready to have a really good weekend too. Our teacher for this week is Jeff Foster, and I've got some awesome quotes from him to lead us into today's meditation. Just before we do that, I want to remind you that one of the best ways to get yourself ready to float away on this journey with us is to take a moment to spend some time being conscious about your breathing. Inhale through your nose, draw the breath deep down into your belly by filling up your belly like a balloon as you inhale, and then having your belly like a balloon deflate as you exhale. Slow, easy, but deep breathing, and you'll be ready to float away with us in no time at all. Good morning, Sunmarie. Good morning, Anthony. Good morning, Honey. Good morning, Pat. It's awesome seeing you all right here. Leshna, good morning. Really good seeing you. Happy Saturday. Okay, a few thoughts from Jeff Foster just before we get started. He says, why does it often take extreme life situations to bring back an awareness of the magic and mystery of life? Why do we often wait until we're about to die before discovering a deep gratitude for life as it is? Why do we exhaust ourselves seeking love, acceptance, fame, success, or spiritual enlightenment in the future? Why do we work or meditate ourselves into the grave? Why do we postpone life? Why do we hold back from it? What are we looking for exactly? What are we waiting for? What are we afraid of? Will the life we long for really come in the future? Or is it always closer than that? The next thought says, this moment is not life waiting to happen. Goals waiting to be achieved, words waiting to be spoken, connections waiting to be made, regrets waiting to evaporate, aliveness waiting to be felt, or enlightenment waiting to be gained. No, nothing is waiting. This is it. This moment is life, says Jeff. Life is just a constant invitation to find out how vast you are. Because of our mind's tendency to dwell on old wounds from the past or fret over fears about the future, we need to spend some time training our brains to pay attention to what is happening right here, right now, where the actions that we can take have an actual effect. Vivian, a very good morning. It's good to see you. Happy Saturday. So today's meditation journey is just this. Can you, for this moment, just connect to this moment? Can you connect with your body in this moment? Can you, of course, when we're done here, we're not trying to ignore what else also needs our attention. We're just saying, for the moment, let's train our brain to pay attention to only what this moment is. That when we're done, of course, we'll get up and we'll face the world and deal with what's there too. But if we don't become deliberate about training our brain to be in this moment, then we're always lost in the past and in the future where we really don't have a lot of an effect. So if you're ready, here we go. Our meditation today is called Come to Your Senses, an exploration of our 5 physical senses. You can close your eyes and we'll start with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath breath in. And out. A deep inhale. And let it go. A deep breath in. And out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. As you exhale, soften. As you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders and drop your head. As our journey today is about checking in with this physical body, let's start by making sure this physical body has let go as much of its tension as possible. With your next exhale, as you soften, bring your attention to your forehead, the space between your eyes. Are you holding a frown there? Or have you completely softened there? With your next exhale, as you soften, bring your attention to the area in and around your mouth. Are your top and bottom teeth grinding on one another? Is your tongue pressed hard into the roof of your mouth, or might your jaws be clenched? Or have you completely softened there? With your next exhale, as you soften, bring your attention to your neck and shoulders. Have your shoulders recently been pulled up high, almost next to your ears, walking around with tension in your neck and upper back muscles? And for the moment, have you really softened there? With your next exhale, bring your attention to your stomach. And your abdominal muscles. This is one of those places where tension hides the easiest. When we've relaxed everywhere else, we are still likely to have tensed up abs. For this moment, have you completely softened there? As you exhale and soften, check in with your butt cheeks. Are you holding them clenched? Or have you completely softened there? With your next exhale, check in with your arms and legs, and specifically with your hands. Are your hands balled up into tight fists? Or are they lying half open in your lap? We have the last few big breaths of this phase to do together, continuing to help our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles. Go forward and to the left, and forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left and lean your upper body over to the right, stretching into back muscles. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence as much as we can for this moment, we'll turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is an awesome place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, then with every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a long, slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body and become aware of softness entering every muscle in your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening, and feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath. But hold it only for as long as it feels easy. Followed by a long and slow exhale. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, welcome yourself home to this body. Perhaps even wrap your arms around yourself. and speak these words to your body. Say, hello body. It is awesome to have you. Take your next big breath. The journey of our senses start at the top of our body and works its way through. Our first stop is your eyes. For this exercise, we are not opening them. We're using our mind to see what our eyes would have seen if we were to open them. So with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, what would be the most obvious thing you would see in your room if you were to open your eyes? And as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, use your mind to study this obvious thing from all of its angles. See all of its color and find all of its texture. Take your next big breath. And then we'll change gears with your next big breath as you dive deep into you. What would be the least obvious thing you could see in the room that you're in? Something you'd have to search around for to find, oh yes, that thing there. I wouldn't have almost thought of it. And as you take a big breath, as you dive deep in, study this least obvious thing from all of its angles, seeing all of its color and finding all of its texture. Take your next big breath. We'll take a step downwards to your ears and what you can hear. And with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, Pay attention to the most obvious sound that you can hear right now, and it's likely this obvious sound is something you've heard many, many times before. So see if you can listen even deeper and find about a vibration you were not aware of before. Take your next big breath. And then we change gears. And as you take a deep breath and dive deep into you, bring your attention to the faintest sound that you can possibly hear. Something you only barely become aware of because you're really trying to hear that. Take your next big breath. And we'll take another step down. And for these next 2 stops, smell and taste, change your breathing to whatever works for you. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see if you are able to find an obvious smell to pay attention to right now. Take your next big breath. And then as you take your next big breath, see if you can find any secondary layer of smell, anything beyond the first. Take your next big breath. going to take another step down to your mouth and what you can taste. And with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see if you find any obvious taste that you can pay attention to in this moment. Take your next big breath. And then, is there any other taste you can find as well? Any second layer of taste? Take your next big breath. We'll take another step down to our last stop, the surface of your skin. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, scan the surface of your skin and rest your attention on the spot that has the most obvious sensation. And as you dive in, explore all of the different sensations that make up that obvious sensation. Take your next big breath. And then one more time, shift gears and find on the surface of your skin the slightest sensation, something you would not have felt until you paid specific attention to it. Take your next big breath. take one more deep breath together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back, or lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you Jeff Foster's words one more time. He says, "Why does it often take extreme life situations to bring back an awareness of the magic and the mystery of life? Why do we often wait until we're about to die before discovering a deep gratitude for life as it is? Why do we exhaust ourselves seeking love, acceptance, fame, success, or spiritual enlightenment in the future? Why do we work or meditate ourselves into the grave? Why do we postpone life? Why do we hold back from it? What are we looking for exactly? What are we waiting for? What are we afraid of? Will the life we long for really come somewhere in the distant future? Or is it always closer than that? This moment is not life waiting to happen. Goals waiting to be achieved, words waiting to be spoken, connections waiting to be made, regrets waiting to evaporate, aliveness waiting to be felt, and enlightenment waiting to be gained. No, nothing is waiting. This is it. This moment is where life is. And life is just a constant invitation to find out how vast you are. Our very human minds have a tendency to jump away from this moment and get stuck in wounds from the past, or get stuck in anxiety about the future. Wasting energy in spaces where we have no agency. Unless we have a deliberate practice that reminds our brain and trains our mind again and again to come into this moment and pay attention to what is here. Pay attention to what needs our attention right here. Right here in this moment is where life happens. It is the only place where our actions can have any use. And a simple meditation like coming to your senses is a reminder to your whole body to extract those thoughts from the past and the future, drop into the body, which is always here and now. And be reminded that when we get up from this meditation, or perhaps the multiple moments where you take a few breaths and just bring your attention to your body. When we get up from this meditation, we'd like to be present. We'd like to pay attention to what the moment is asking us to step up and do. Not waiting for some constructed idea of life to meet us somewhere in the future, but creating our lives because we are present from moment to moment. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you to this body with all of its physical senses. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for this moment to have my mind drop into my body and become aware of what is present, what is in this moment right now. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder to get up from this meditation and remain present, paying attention to what is here and now. What does this moment make available? What am I being called to take action on now? Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the privilege of having this body and exploring all of its senses. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for being on our journey today. Thank you for being home in your body and paying attention to being present in this moment. We so easily waste so much of our energy in places that we have no agency. Thank you, Leshna and Tambi and Vivian and Sunmari. That's a cool comment, Sunmari. You can taste your vacation. I hope it's an awesome one. Thank you, Anthony. Have an awesome Saturday. Have a great weekend. See you all soon. Ciao, ciao.